You know, that's pretty cool, but like you can also just pick Super 2 and then parry the whole Super. And then just do a Super 2. Or you can just parry some of the Super and do a Super 2. Super 2 is invincible for Remy. Having to have a hitbox connect on you instead of just using an invincible move, it's like a lot worse. That was pretty cool. He had a flash kick there that probably only did barely less damage than the Super. That's the way Remy works. That was actually really cool. So that's multiple parries, but the height he only had to parry once. And he timed it like he was going to do multiple parries, which locked him out of the next DP series. So that was just a really hard parry in general. Getting that was basically luck. I think I actually already watched the Cross Tekken for 2018. I actually have the MVCI from Evo, which we could put on. But I think I want to watch some Taunting selected scenes. Cross up unblockables on Yang. Yang's an arrow boy. You gotta be kind of precise about these. That was cute. Remy's counter super is the only counter super in Third Strike, but no, Street Fighter counter supers are notorious for being awful. They've never done it right. That was super nice. It's really hard to get to time that super to hit Akuma during his landing recovery. Or it's not super hard, but you have to do it on very specific jumps. Like you can't do it on jump forward fireball or neutral jump fireball most of the time. I only barely even know what Blitzkampf is. It's like a fucking fighting game, right? I'll put it on YouTube in like a minute. We'll have all the cross Tekken on there. I should like theoretically ask Psycho Blue. So that super actually has this weird thing where if it grabs the opponent and it's doing damage, the time will refuse to run out while the super's playing out. Like it'll wait until the last frame of the super to before it allows the clock to run out. But I guess it doesn't happen if the beginning of the super just connected like that. Kazuya is actually a super good Alex. He's probably the second or third best Alex I've ever seen. That was like no play to win there. Oh. Oh, that was so cool! I was like, yo, fuck Chun-Li. He must have buffered that whole super to have all that motion stored behind the freeze. Yeah, you can do, it's actually not about the red. He didn't need to do that. Oh, he didn't need to do that either. He might have needed to do that. Yeah, these are selected scenes. Banao versus Moderu. That was good. He has very little screen position to play around with. Never mind, that wasn't good. That was bad. This is still okay. The mix-up, it's just a 50-50 here. There's no unblockables or anything. He got the low. He's got enough meter for another one. He doesn't have an EX, so he's got a... Oh, he got the stun. He wins. This will kill. Uppercut would have actually killed. He missed the air throw. You can do an air throw there. He just missed it. If two attacks hit you on adjacent frames, a single tap will parry both of them. And all of those involve a super in some way. I mean, not a super, a fireball. Because it's actually impossible for multiple hitboxes from the same character to hit you on adjacent frames. Because no attack is that fast. Ugh, there's a pause in the middle of that super too. So the fact that he knew where he was in the super parry after red parrying the start of it is incredible. Akuma come back. Medium Tatsu DP. He got the medium kick. That was pretty cool. Okay, Tommy. Tommy Naga's always scary. Oh, that was pretty deep. That was cool. Suddenly players don't get to show off much. Suddenly super is really fast. This is Nuki versus Zabi. Okay, it's kind of hard to chase. Oh, she has to parry that. Yeah, that was a really awful parry. He was better off getting hit, honestly. And then that was a really awful parry, too. Akuma recovers way before you do if you start parrying his super. So he can start fucking with you. He can make you like have to parry Tatsus and stuff as well. Clean. She can't instant Dizzy Dudley. Dudley's got one of them long Dizzy bars. Oh, no, it's over. Tommy's a grimy motherfucker. Got him? Yeah, got him. Something could have parried that. It was a kind of precise parry. Oh! So he couldn't have gotten a Dizzy there because he didn't have the right starter. He started with just a raw super that got a mid-air connect, no less. But you can do super into super with Makoto, and it's like max damage for one juggle if you can't Dizzy. Like, if you need to do all your damage instantly, super into super is like how you do that. The thing Tommy does is insanely hard. It's like first or second frame, and he needs to get the Kara. Or I shouldn't say it's first or second frame. He's got like one frame of leniency between the entirety of it. He can do the double super here. Yeah, that was actually optimal. Because he can't Dizzy Dudley with one combo. But he could kill Dudley with one combo with the double super. That's like what the double super's for. It's like a crazy technical combo. I guess it's practical. It's about as practical as a lot of other power-up taunts. She just does it once she gets a Dizzy. Super 1. Makoto doesn't even need the taunt to touch death a lot of characters. Some characters just drop. Yeah, SA3 Dudley would trade there, I think. SA1 Dudley goes too clean, though. SA3 has less invincibility, but that almost never matters because they're both invincible until after they connect. But since that's a meaty fireball, the fireball doesn't go away when you hit Ryu, whereas any other hitbox would. That was a fast super. This grainy ass footage. This is online edition. I recognize the UI. Oh, here it comes, raw super. How did he know which hit he was currently parrying? Optimal ass combo too. Match versus boss. Boss Q. This is a thing. This is was it Kinoshita? Something like that. I don't recognize how to pronounce that name. He actually had a better combo than what he got, but what he got was incredible. So you're a forward jump. If you ever air parry, you're considered to be in a forward jump, which allowed Alex to do jump back into down air down hard punch. And on a mid-air connect, you get a juggle, especially if you're near the corner. That wasn't that impressive. Where's the good shit? Oh, that's the good shit. Raw super works 99% of the time. 99.9% of the time. Raw super is an insanely hard parry. If you have the meter to do an EX Fireball super, that's a lot better. But that takes like a bar and a half. That's gross. You don't even get a punish for that. Jesus. Koshun is Jesus. I wish I was as good at parrying as I just saw it right there. Koshun is actually a really good Chun. A lot of the situations you see it. No, raw, it's a super easy punish on block. The thing is, it's being used when the person's right about to die. We could look at her meter for that air Tatsu. Alright, watch Chun-Li super bar. About half a bar. Maybe a little less. Nice pickup. That's on TC actually. Got it? Yeah, you got it. That's pretty cool. Decent punish. He probably had a kill there. Oh, he should have held the taunt. Kill him with the hat while he tries to approach. I like some bad manner in my videos. People don't taunt enough in Street Fighter 5. I saw a post recently from some guy talking about Street Fighter 5 who was like, I missed that they like took out taunts from the game or something like that. And I was like, huh? Bro. They're still in. But I bet a lot of people don't realize taunts are still in SF5 because like the game doesn't really tell you how to do them anyway. And it's different from all the other Street Fighter games. I like this setup. Air throw would have been really good there. He definitely should have done it. Oh, that's sad. Dudley's really bad at punishing that command grab. Actually, the worst of any character. The input for taunt is all 6 buttons. That was so smart. What the fuck? That was ridiculously smart. His plan was really do EX Fireball, and if I see him throw an EX Fireball at the same time, I'll super cancel. No, G's air quotes taunt that does something is a special move. People just call it a taunt for some reason. Oh, we're gonna see a super parry, aren't we? My body's ready. That was it. He should have super canceled there. Oh, never mind. I think it is a special move, isn't it? Because you can cancel into it from normals. But then again, you can cancel into it from special moves. Or no, I think the down-down kick is a normal, and the down-down punch is a special. It's like something like that. The handshake is his actual taunt. The speech is a normal. And the presidentiality charge up. That whiff punish, Jesus. That's a special. MOV really is the best Chun, man. Every now and then you just see little... Oh my, that was pretty nice. Ken's universal overhead on block. He thought he'd be parrying the second hit, but the first 2 hits whiffed. So we had to time his parry with the 3rd hit. He misjudged the range. You rarely see Ken super in that context. That far away. He could have actually held up forward based on where he was, but he didn't know that. Second hit would have beaten up forward. Officially unique attack. That's what they call command normals. I think I remember them being in different spots on the move list. Generally, the thing that makes something a special move is whether you can cancel into it from normals. Whoa, you don't see combos into spinning bird kick very often in this game at all. Huh? Really? That sounds like bullshit. But also, like, I maybe believe you. Taunting to command grab, huh? I'll fool around with that and see if there's something to that. Because that can't be common knowledge if it works. That he used the forward movement, but I don't know if the startup changed. Oh, he misjudged the range. Techi, no. Beefy Ender. You still get like a same fierce there, I think. No, maybe not. I don't remember what you get. The combo might just end with that palm. Oh, that was the end of it. Okay, I opened 11 of these, but honestly, like, watching 11 of them is going to be kind of a chore, isn't it? Nikki versus Mesta. I'll just watch a few. I played Mester. I went 6-3 against him. No, 4-2. I went 4-2 against him. I played 6 matches total. I was the 2. Beating Mester twice was pretty good, in my humble opinion. Oof, he's dead. No, I haven't played against almost any Japanese players at all. Mester came to the States. If Necro parries the last hit, he can do a heavy spin knuckle, which adds quite a lot of damage. I'm scared for Necro right now. Oh, this is gonna be a timer scam, isn't it? I feel it. I feel the timer scam. That was a scary tech. I think Necro's range is good, but I don't remember. Oh no, Necro! Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. Oh. That stands short. That was a nice tech. I don't think I would have teched that. Oh, this is gonna hit midair? Yeah. That was a tricky parry. Doing it midair was the safest time to do it because it was impossible. He wanted that a little lower. It was impossible for Q to super through it if he was midair. TM still plays. Roshi Ikari versus Piero with his new name. This is a high-class match. This is like the 2 best players with these 2 characters, maybe. I said I thought Roshi Ikari was the best Yang player, and a lot of people disagreed. Maybe KO is the best Yang player. Roshi's like, he's got the best handle on the technical stuff. He plays the character to the fullest extent, but I don't know if he's the best win ratio. Oh, they showed us the perfect. That must be significant somehow. Is there gonna be another perfect? Oh no, this must be YSB. I like that he's low parrying instead of high parrying. I'd be alternating. Kuroda played Q the most of anyone, and he also had a Hugo that he used quite a lot. But when he won the SBOs that he won, he did it with Ken and Akuma. And technically speaking, he can play all characters in the game. I don't know why that hard punch whiffed. Wow, that's fast. Tokuro's an extremely good Yang. I remember when he was like not that good. He's like come a super long way from like when he first started showing up in East versus West to now. Ugh, empty jump, low, instant super. You can confirm that. I think you can do 2 low shorts and that still combos. So it's kind of weird that he did 1. Maybe I'm high and 2 low shorts doesn't even work. Scary, scary for Yang. Wow. They're sex offenders? Is that the other thing? Does domestic abuse make you a sex offender? I feel like it doesn't, right? I mean, I'm not to say domestic abuse is okay. And domestic abuse certainly can be. Ooh, Got him. Yeah, Hugo wins here. Hugo's got a lot more invincibility than Necro. Kuroda touched like a 16-year-old girl or something. Or maybe it was two 16-year-old girls. The car fireball, I saw that. That might go over. Or that. I was gonna say, or might end up on the other side of Remy. That sucks, man. Remy sucks. Koro. Oh, that could have been kill. That was wrong. It should have just been stand strong into fucking infinite. This is still really good for Oro, though. Yeah, he didn't want that. She's gonna trade! Oh, we never know who wins. How about you? I really like the way this guy plays. No. Oh! Kazuya. My favorite Alex. Genki's my favorite Alex. That's disgusting! That's honestly the grossest thing I've seen today. They need to reprogram all of SF3. They like forgot to make Stomp a good attack. Nice. Oh, never mind. I really thought Hugo's would win. I don't know how much Dudley's has. Okay. You don't see Sayambu juggles very often. That might trade. Ooh, it did. Yang has actual shadows for his Sayambus. Yan does not. Oof. Shinshoryu Ryu. I don't think it'll matter here. He's probably going to get an epic Shinshoryu parry. Shinshoryu's a fairly easy parry, but it is hard to get the first parry because it's pretty fast. Oh. Oh no! Nothing would change if it was 2.5D. Just be visually different. This is Ushi. Interesting. Ended up being super good for him. He missed out on a Crouch Fierce, but what he got was pretty sick. It's Deshiken. This is the most famous Ken. And it's Genki for Alex, who's probably the most famous Alex. Okay, I guess Daigo is probably the most famous Ken. Deshiken attained notoriety for being the first Ken who could do car uppercuts with any sort of reliability. Reliably. But he still probably has one of the highest success rates of any Ken with his double uppercuts. He's really good at them. Uh-oh. Genki could have shaken out of that. He had time. It's a long road for this Dudley. Sometimes he does. Wow, that hit him on the ground. He missed the juggle. The juggle would have killed there. He accidentally got one of the earlier hits of light machine gun blow, so he had to go for a reset. It was ugly. Roku's a pretty good Ken. How's the car throw? Wow. She might. No, Ken's wins. Ken says actual invincibility, and Chun-Li doesn't, I think. Empty cancels work in this game, you'd be pleased to know. They work pretty well. The down towards Fierce. That was a very optimal punish. That was cool. Get him? That's a hard dash, to be honest. Dash into super like that is pretty difficult to do. Are we going to see an epic Shinshoryu here? I think we will. I don't know. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared for Magu. Oh, I think there's going to be a Shinshoyu. That was clutch as hell. Chun-Li has technically no invincibility on Super 2, I think, but she moves during the freeze. And she can't be hurt during the freeze, so if she moves through something during the freeze, she ignores it. So she can move through fireballs during the freeze. You can parry the Rose, there's nothing wrong with parrying it. Tell me no. He's just a boy. That was a nice meter build too. I think he could have just killed with jump right on stand Fierce EX dash punch, regular dash punch. Don't think he needed the second super. But it's cool what he did. Hyper optimal. Oh, it's sad that Tommy might still win this. Yeah, Remi's dead. Remi's got the short dizzy bar. She can do an optimal damage punish. Oh. Drop the jumping combo. Jumping combos are hard to do in this game. Street Fighter 4 and 5 spoil you. You have very little time. If you get a Makoto high connect jump hard kick, it's actually impossible. Nice charging on that. Oh, this is Crota. Duh. Nasty! That was very low risk too. Urian had no wake up to beat that, and even if he parried it, or was covered by the fireball. That was beautiful on several levels. Damn, I remember being at Winston at fights and I was winning with Oro on stream. And people were spamming that emote. It's like fucking ATP fucking Oro. About to call it ATP Kwan. Some of this is recent footage. Oh, I tried to grab. Oh, I smell a twin eating a Super 2 right now. Here it comes. It's coming. Oh, that. Look at his health melt. He's just going for the double taunt. I think his juggle was actually. No. The JP on EXO Tatsu. That's a curious question to answer in this game. It adds 1 JP per hit. Wow! That was cool charging, and that was a cool pickup. That's hard to do. You have very little JP left, or you have very little juggle time left. That was a cool charge, and a really cool pickup on the super. That's tight to get. He could have parried that palm. Makoto's so nasty. It's so hard to punish those Karakusas. One more. Yeah, one more. This is selected scene 10 apparently. Yeah, you have to get that dash punch in a very precise way to get the throw in the opposite direction, and then with a little bit of charge partitioning, it's not very hard. You can get another dash punch in the opposite direction. That combo's not super duper difficult, but it's like very showy, and it's good. You do have to partition it, but it's a really easy partition because you don't have to like time a dash during the partition. All you have to do is just change your charging side. So it's just about starting the charge at the right time. Because changing your charging side only takes like 1 frame. So you're only dropping the charge for like 1 frame. Which means the chances of the charge partition working are basically 100. He's dead. Wow, that was optimal. It's a shame this is like a smudge. Wake up Kara throw the Kentact. Nice. Ken can always punish that with raw super. If you red parry the last hit, you get low medium kick super. He went for the red. That's already really unsafe and it doesn't do that high of chip. Oh, that works without Kara on Q. That's hard to do, dude. That's really hard to do, especially after a cross-up EX Tatsu. Dash double DP is really precise. Or dash DP, I should say. The second DP is easy. But the first DP is really hard. The second DP, the difficulty depends on your opponent. Q is the easiest character in the whole game to do it on. Yeah, nice confirm. That was curious. He whiffed the EX Tatsu to get a little bit more forward movement. I wonder if he wasn't going to cross up if he didn't do that. The EX Tatsu has some landing recovery. Ooh. This can probably stun. He started with a throw. I don't know if it's enough. No, it's not. Or the big boy dizzy bar. I like that he picked that super to hit just a little bit faster. Minimize the amount of shaking. Curly jump fierce. Oh. Doesn't it hurt? Can't touch a dizzy Q. Raw. And he got him. It's over. Cute. Yeah, very good. Still made the charge noise for a little bit. Curious. Higa. Haven't seen him in a minute. Oh, very cute. Second hit of close for hard kick twice. Wow. That was cool. Nice pickup. Yang combos are not so easy as they look. That was pretty optimal. But with what he had. Yan is probably the second hardest character in this game, or maybe the hardest, depending on what you're trying to do. Watch Tony win this somehow. I don't even know it's Tommy. We just got pink. And what's presumably going to be a big old Makoto comeback. Losing that meter. Backdash, bunch of parries, Karakusa. Oh, or that. He got it. Can this kill? Is he on health? It did. He was nowhere near the corner. Makoto gets a decent little damage increase in the corner. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this pair of characters. I'm not gonna like this scene. Yan is easy to play compared to Chun and Ken? It's the opposite. Chun-Li and Ken are much easier than Yan. Chun-Li, a lot of people hate Chun-Li because it's fairly easy to start doing her like tournament standard stuff. She's low effort, high reward. Ken's not exactly easy, but he teaches you good fundamentals. He's easy to win with, he's not easy to play. I wouldn't even say he's easy to win with. He does have some things that are good right off the bat, like he's got a nice hitbox. He falls out of a lot of stuff. Or rather, a lot of juggles just don't work on him. And he's short, which helps him in a lot of like anti-air kind of scenarios. Nice. That slide was probably not too great on hit. Twins are both good-ish in SF4. Yan is usually regarded to be top 3. Yang, it's a bit harder to say because he never had that many players. but they're both regarded to be like higher top tier. Well, most people don't even really consider Yang. If you ask most people if they say, is Yang good, they'll say yes. But if you ask people to start listing good characters, they probably won't list Yang. Yang lives in his brother's shadow. Oh, look at all those. That was some fast-ass charging. It's really hard to throw fireballs that fast. Yeah, the optimal Yang super Rog has been really strong for the entire lifespan of Street Fighter 4. He was like weakest in Ultra maybe that he ever was, because he had his overheads nerfed a little bit. But he had like really good tournament results for the whole. That all comboed. That all comboed. Yang is the original twin. Prove me wrong. You can't. Yang's the one you choose with punches. In Street Fighter 3 New Generation, you get Young with kicks. And Yang's the one that's based on Gen's default style, while Yang is based on Gen's alternate style. Only reason Yun ended up being the main twin is because he was better. Prove me wrong. Oh no, all these parries. It's really hard to throw fireballs that fast. It's like crazy hard. Oh no. Remy can't get any meter. TM has as much meter as he can hold, but it's all useless. God, what a miserable situation. Oh. That was some patience, man. I would not have had the patience to do that. Rog's overheads got nerfed in Ultra. He can get like a full conversion out of a hard overhead dash punch. But not the medium or the light one. But to compensate, the medium and the light one became safer. Let's go to Hugo. This is actually super bad for Crota. What's he got here? Should have been a throw. Watch him jab a fireball. I knew. I knew. Because I've lost so many times to that. You can clap the fireballs, you can jab them, you can crouch jab them, you can actually strong them with like a low strong. It's a trade, but it's a good trade for Hugo situationally. Wow. Good shit. Generally speaking, Balrog got a little nerfed in a lot of the versions of Street Fighter 4 because he was pretty strong every time. He didn't change that much. He's one of the least changed characters. Him and like M. Bison received very few buffs or nerfs. Get him? Yeah. I love seeing Chun-Li punishes Gene. Chun-Li punish Gene. Oh, we're late on that cancel. Post stun doesn't mean anything in this game. Your damage just resets after a dizzy, or during a dizzy, I should say. There's no damage scaling. There's still stun scaling. In fact, the stun scaling is super duper high. They kind of wanted Dizzy to kind of be like a round ender. It would take a very stupid Chun-Li to use that move and hope it would work. But I still feel like Necro's a little lucky. Oh no. He got all 6. That's hard to do. Is this from that match? This might be my favorite. Yup, this is. This is from Masatsu Yaro versus Yaro versus Sugiyama. That's the best Street Fighter match of all time. We only got the first half of it. The middle half. Middle third. Oh, he dropped it. Those are so hard to do, and he just does it like nothing. Here, let me hit you with fucking. Let me hit you with 5 down back fierces. That's like a 1-frame juggle, I think. He might have had another super to dizzy there. I don't know. That's still quite a lot of stun on Alex. Oh, he hit a button. Sad. The disrespect. He licked him. Sugiyama, please. Wow, nice confirm. He was so bad versus Chun-Li, man. I love seeing TM make it work. That was actually pretty nice. the blood taunt. The sound of a licking. Cartho? Those are like forward Carthos too, I think. Those are hard to do. You gotta change your movement during the Kara. From back. You have to do back strong to forward plus though, which is very precise to do. I can barely do them in a lab. I did them in a video one time to show that they were possible. That's it. This is remarkably hard to get out of. He can forward dash after one, which is what he did. But it's like, you know, harder to escape than it looks. He definitely could have parried one too, but it's kind of scary because Chun-Li wasn't necessarily going to do one. Nice. For a hitbox, Q's crouch light kick is pretty good, but it's got no combo ability and very low damage. This can kill. That juggle doesn't work on everyone. We have different juggles for different characters. Parry into... No, that's right. I forgot. It's a 2-block string on Q. It's a red parry for him. So he just blocks the last hit. You only parry if you have to. He still gets a pretty nice punish regardless. It's not a 2-block string on every other character, but it's a 2-block string on Q. Don't ask me why. That's why Q players never parry the last hit. It's a pretty easy parry for everyone else. That was a jump cancel. That was a jump cancel command grab. That was some sexy shit right there. He did charge. He did down up to get a super jump, which has like 8 some frame start up. And then that is all throw immune because it's the pre-jump frames of a super jump, which takes quite a while to get off the ground. And the very tail end of it, he does kick, and that gives him a super jump canceled command grab. That's a good ass whiff punish. You can red. It's just the red is really hard, so you prefer not to do it. Even the best players are not super consistent with their red parries. Going for a 10-frame parry versus going for a 2-frame parry is night and day. No, keep whiffing the jabs. Don't stop. Yeah. That was really hard for Yang to do anything about. Fuck him. Yuki Otoko versus Uraken. Uraken is the black one. Yuki Otoko means snowman. Like literally it means snow then man. And yes, it does refer to a snowman. He always wears the white outfit. Probably because of the name. Oh, God, saw the midair hit. Midair hit of clap, you can get out of lariat. Ooh, that was nice. Midair hit of clap, you got the shoot down. That high awareness. Lasted a VX clap. I wonder if that even did more damage. VX clap is 3 hits and he only got 1 of them. Oh, that could have comboed. And do not eat a clap if you are Akuma. You will die. Clap combos are actually really fucking beefy. It's one of my favorite parts of this character. Got the juggle? Yup. Fancy. That's a free juggle state. Stand strong adds 1. And then jab also adds 1. I like the Akuma that's a little purple. Hard clap super if you want to be safe. You might do a couple. Hard clap to light clap is really consistent. It's not very hard to do at all. He tried to be cute. If you run long enough, the super just cancels, but it's still got recovery frames. So you can do a lot of running and then do a very late super and catch people who try and punish the recovery frames. But there's a consistent parry timing, punish timing. That'll always work. This strike is a really great game. People complain about SF5 Geef, but if he didn't have parry, he'd be a lot fucking worse. Geef's parry is actually pretty nice. It feels good too. When you like flex and then a fucking bison scissor kicks you. You just flex on those scissor kick hits. It's like, nah. Later, haters. Oh, I broke it. There we go. Nice grainy ass footage from 2011. One day all of my videos will be grainy somehow. Oh no. No, I would not call it a parry. Well, it's more a parry than anything else. He's really still holding down back after all that. I wouldn't be. Raw activate into super punish. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yup. I knew. I knew. I've seen that scenario play out so many times. That is punishable. Suddenly didn't get the punish. I don't know if what he did would have ever punished it. That's an interesting punish on the block on the parry super for Yan. It's actually pretty cool. Another one? Oh, I don't know if he went for it. Yun's at the real possibility of getting chipped out by super now. In fact, that's probably what we're about to see here. Oh, punish? Yeah. If I didn't play Oro, I'd probably play... Yeah, I know about Psycho already. I'd probably play... Elena if I wanted to enjoy myself, or... Yan if I wanted to win. Oro's a nice combination of enjoying myself and wanting to win, which is why I've pretty much stuck with him for the entirety of Street Fighter 3. He scratches every itch I have. This is, I think this is online edition. This footage is pretty bad. What we got? Strong towards fierce. Towards medium kick, palm. That's like the bog standard juggle. Where's the good shit? That was a cool ender. Ooh, that was a really cool ender. Sneaky reset. Very cool. This video so old it has annotations. You can tell this is online edition because they're playing on Guild Stage. Fun fact, the stages actually have different widths in this game. Akuma's so stupid. If they added Aura to SF5, I'd probably play him on principle, even though I didn't like him. And they probably will add him to SF5, to be honest. I think Dan being replaced by Dan's sister is basically confirmation that Dan will be in Season 4. I think we can basically rely on that. Cute. Yeah, that's a punish. Super cancels teleport. Any super freeze will cancel teleport, even healing, even Blue Nocturne. That should link. Very, very cool link. Oro, I think, is currently the most requested character, so his shot of getting in is pretty high. It's going to take a while before we get it on back. It's a shame because I like him. I'd already played Oro for like 5 years before I learned that Oro meant gold in Spanish and fucking Italian. Fourth season will almost certainly be announced during Capcom Cup, which is like in December or something. So not very long. And then the first character will probably come out with the balance patch, which will probably be in like February. It's the anticipated timeline. I love the palm starter there because it gives you the full juggle. This will kill pretty easily. That combo is really fun to do. Falk is going to look real nice after the patch, I predict. She's going to get the Minot treatment. She's going to get like a new special move or something real cool to tie her moveset together. I predict a new V-skill. Like, they'll keep the current V-skill, but then give her like a towards V-skill or something. Wow, really? That super goes through fireballs. Now is the time to pick up Falk or Vega, I feel. I think that they actually will be buffed. The thing about Falk is she's a new character. And she's like completely underperformed what they expected for her. She's been ignored at every tournament by every player. You actually lose a lot of damage off that super by doing that combo. It does a lot of damage raw, but you know, you can't land it raw. You need the ultra throw. And the clap adds damage over no clap, I think. Jaewong probably had the best Falk of anyone I saw, but that's not saying much, since there was no one else. There were like 2 other people on like the first 2 weeks. Because Falk's new, I consider it very likely that she'll get a new special move or something. Those require short strongs, I think. Both short and strong have forward movement, so if you're constantly carrying between them, you get forward movement of both. And also constant hitboxes in front of Yon. You have to rock between them pretty quickly. I think she needs some new normals. A lot of her normals are really hard to use. Like down towards Roundhouse, you can basically only use it after a stun or as a meaty. Not very impressive. A little bit more range on a lot of stuff would be nice. He was mid-dash, so I don't think he could super. Falk was an experiment. And I feel like they're going to try and make her work. They're not just going to leave her in the dust. I think Falk's going to get the Abigail treatment. I don't know if Ryu or Vega is going to get buffed, but I think Falk will. The experiment was everything she has. Fucking song fireball and shit. Whoa. She's an entirely new archetype. She is hard to adjust. Ed 2. Both of them are hard to buff or nerf. I wonder what Fong's gonna get, if anything. I wonder if they think he's strong or weak right now. I think most people would say he's weak, but Capcom might have a opinion that he's functional enough that he doesn't really need anything significant. All Ryu needs to be like a really good character is they need to give him a fight. They need to give him Akuma's knee on medium kick, on back medium kick. That's all it takes. Although I wouldn't mind if they buffed his parry or something as well. Ryu's so bare bones. If he gets anything, he feels so refreshing. A 2-hit medium DP would be great. Being able to do light Tatsu medium DP in the corner would just feel very satisfying. Light DP, medium DP. EX Fireball, medium DP. I agree, I don't like the way he puts his foot out. I want like the evil Ryu crash medium kick animation. I don't look the way that Ken puts his crouch medium kick out either. I feel like those both look like you'd hurt your ankle. Akuma does it a little differently. I don't know. He's like similar. He's sliding his foot out sideways. Got him? Yeah, it's crouching Makoto. This can kill. How good is Goki-san's execution? There's one. Slight delay 3-4 dashes into backdash for Chun-Li. The slight delay can be before or after the first dash. Doesn't matter. But you can't do instant 2-4 dashes because you'll go under Chun-Li. Nice. The red. You get a much better punish if you go for that red. It also isn't too risky. The red does very low damage. I mean, the last hit does very low damage. Only 1/8 of the total super damage. Demon. Brutal. That's frame 1 invincible. You can OS it with a parry really easily too. You do jab jab, and then you tap forward for your parry. So it's pretty easy to do reversal parry into Demon. That was pretty fancy. It's really hard to parry that dive kick with that angle. I consider Vega likely, but not guaranteed to get some nice buffs. Wow. The opponent has to be deep as hell for Demon to work as an ATR. Pretty nice. Close light kick, that's weird. Tricky. Nothing super fancy there, but it was cool. He had nice momentum. He was kind of greedy for going for that Stand Fierce into light Tatsu rather than like a heavier Tatsu. What games had the attacks amazingly be visible? I guess Street Fighter EX. There's a bunch of Raging Demons where you can see them. You can kind of see it in SF5. so hard to do that. That requires a car on Chun-Li as well, I think. Really hard to get that dash DP. I had to make a video about Ken. I actually couldn't do that. Like, I couldn't even get it once. I could have just tasked it. I probably should have. But instead, I was honest. I said I can't do this. Yeah, I forgot about Guy. Sakura has a demon in... I think she has one in EX plus alpha. She definitely has one in at least one Marvel game. Nice. Oh no. Oh no. He's dead. Atoko Michi is Dan's. It ended. Maybe like one more. We're down to 6. I'd love to do them all, but there's just so many. I don't want to be up another hour. I don't even really want to be up another 12 minutes. Oh. Damn, that's like the one way you can still die. That's kind of clever the way they did it. You can combo a Super 1 from an EX low, which is an actual low. Ooh, the Super Jump cancel. Come on, grab again. And you can combo the Super 2 from the overhead. So one of them he gets a Super from a low, and the other one he gets, the other Super he gets from an overhead. But you can't do the, because it's an EX move, you can't do Super 2 from a low. And then Super 1 isn't fast enough to link from the overhead. It's kind of clever. Unfortunately, it doesn't work because the EX low sucks. It's too reactable. What the hell was that? Car command grab? I'm not even 100% sure how to... No, I know how to do that. That's just really hard. What he did was he did parry into back strong buffered, and then he used the fact that it was buffered to give himself time to do a full half circle back. That was the Q glitch. Straight can just cancel into both supers. So both of them work from a straight, and the straight actually confirms. The overhead also confirms, but the low doesn't. A crouch, unthrowable. I'm about to go to bed. Picked a bad time to show me some Japanese MVC2, even though I love Japanese MVC2. I thought it was going to be a double DP. Nuki's Ken is surprisingly good. I guess it's not really surprising, huh? When you see Nuki's Chun-Li, it wins, but it's not super duper impressive most of the time. But then you watch his Ken, it's like, oh shit. The X low. What did this Shinsho confirms with Ryu? I made a video on it, dude. Just watch it. The main one is low short, low short. It's not very impressive, but it works. Oh, that killed. Crouching Chun. Oh, it got him. Shoryu only OTGs Dudley. Only in the corner, and he can quick stand to escape it. It's also one frame. So I'm going to say no. Technically it can OTG, but functionally, in a competitive setting, it's useless. That was a red. It's actually not even the only OTG in the game, there's a bunch of them. I made a video on it. It's called SF3 All Known OTGs. We can watch it after this. No, you cannot backdash and show you. Actually, you know, you might be able to. I don't think so. I don't remember. You might need to be in the corner and back throw, and then... Someone said Ken had something like that, but I feel like Ryu doesn't. And I think Ken's are really bad. I think it leaves you too far away from the opponent. No. Definitely not in any video I made. It would be a juggle anyway, it wouldn't even be an OTG. That parry is awful because Young can just keep on hitting buttons. Wow. That was a cool OS. My video has all the Shoto forward throws on Dudley into their DP supers. My video has neutral throw with 12 into Super 1 on Hugo. Forward throw into Super 1 on Oro. Neutral throw into Super 2 on Hugo. Oh. This is dizzy. Actually, the miss might just kill. Yeah, he took the kill route. Actually, I'm not sure he could have turned a dizzy out of that. He needed another EX but. Oh no, the reads! He was right every time. Fuck these coin flip characters. The game's been out so long, the people are extremely practiced in it. And also they've been playing it so long that it's like we've got a lot of stuff to choose from to find their best moments. That's a nice parry. Parrying that before the freeze is pretty easy, but parrying it after the freeze is insanely hard. You got like one frame. It's pretty easy to see that she's going to do it if you're aware of Makoto's, like, you know, if you see the approach. You can just OS the parry there. That was nice. That's really hard to do, that kind of dash super. Yes, that's what I just said. That's the only one I'm aware of. Car throw. He did the jump cancel. Oh. He did the jump cancel stomp, anticipating that Makoto would parry the anti-air close start kick, but Makoto just got hit by it, so the stomp was actually kind of bad there. Nice charging on that. He did a walk forward, low short tackle. It was subtle, but it was cool. Next Street Fighter 4 character is Chun-Li. Next Street Fighter 3 character is going to be probably Yang, and I will probably not touch Soul Calibur 6 at all. I probably won't even buy it. I like Tekken more than Soul Calibur, and by that I mean I don't like Tekken, but I still like it more than Soul Calibur. I don't like Soul Calibur at all. It feels awful to me. It's Keisuke. Keisuke is the owner of Game In versus? No, GameSpot. No, I don't remember. He's the owner of one of the really big Japanese arcades. He's like the fucking Mike Watson of Japan. R.I.P. Mike Watson. You left us too soon. No, Link would not get me to buy it. That was a hard cross-up to see. Watson did not actually die. It's just the Super Arcade is having a hard time right now. And Watson's been struggling to keep it all together based on the Super Dojo tweets. It's a shame because I really like and respect him. Watson was a super nice guy to me, honestly. He like didn't know who I was, but he treated me with like a lot of respect, which is like the opposite of Bae. You get it? That's hard to do. You gotta have like a just frame super on the second one, I think. You can just piano it. I'm surprised it worked from that far away. I'm like a nobody when I go to events. Vi just brushes you off. If you're not good, Vi doesn't give a fuck about you. I had experiences with Vi well before the third strike stuff recently. I haven't gone lately, but I go to Wednesday night fights every now and then. Back when I used to do it, I didn't enter as Befehl, and I usually didn't make it very far. But I think Vi knows who I am now, or he knows that I like third strike and live near him in California, and that's like all he knows. But he's seen my face enough that he'd probably recognize me in a crowd. I'd be like, hey, don't you go to fucking arcades? That was really far. I think that's the farthest I've ever seen that go. That super has pretty surprising range. Vi's like never known who I am. 30th is the first time he's kind of known who I am. I don't think he knows anything about Shoryuken or anything about my YouTube channel. Vi is like not really integrated with the community in that way. He's not like a Twitter monster. He's not like a YouTube monster. He's only barely a streaming monster. These are hard to do. It's easier because it's crouching Dudley. Crouching opponent makes it easier. It's really hard to string together a series of normals that'll actually combo. Vi and what's his face? Mike Watson had a falling out. Are we talking about Super Dojo or are we talking about the Dojo update? Oh, okay. Dojo update. Top USA Aura means literally nothing. Alex Vi made the push to like esports. Vi and Watson were like, Vi was like, hey, let's make this game big and let's fucking make ourselves big and shit. And Watson was like, I want to run an arcade. And eventually Vi was like, hey, we can get a much bigger venue at this fucking esports dojo. And Watson was like, fucking, I want to run my own arcade. Well, it didn't quite play out like that. Vi wanted to expand and like take it more online and make it more like, you know, whatever. Vi is like a big, he dreams big and Watson dreams small, maybe. I don't know. It's speculation on my part. That sounds kind of good to watch. I'm not going to watch all this. There's literally no way. Hugo Yun is probably 6'4" in Yun's favor, but it might actually be worse than that. Anyway, differences. I think they lost the venue to the Zeus. No, wherever Super Arcade used to be, they lost the venue to it, and Watson wanted a new arcade that he owned, and Vi wanted to keep the scene alive no matter what and just use an existing venue that wasn't like fighting game related that Watson didn't own. And Watson spent a super duper long time trying to buy and like, you know, get a fighting game venue. Whereas Vi just started going to the Super Dojo in Santana. I mean, not Super Dojo, what the fuck? The Esports Arena. And now Super Arcade's finally back. But they're not getting a huge turnout. I've been to Watson's event a few times. It's fun. I ran a long set with fucking Blockbuster John of all people. Remember him? The 8-on player? They were doing Street Fighter 4 nights. And I played his 8-on and a bunch of his other characters. My Elena was good enough to beat his 8-on and his other characters. On and off. I don't remember what the final score was. With Elena I was winning most of the time, but with all my other characters, his like other characters were beating mine. Watson's actually keeping Street Fighter 4 alive, which is cool. And it was cool seeing Blockbuster John's 8-on. It was nasty, honestly. It was very grimy fighting it. But I'm a pretty good Elena player. And I also have a good amount of experience with 8-on. I don't think he knew who I was. And to be honest, he didn't introduce himself at all the whole time he was there. I like kind of recognized him. I was like, I know you. And then I was fighting the 8-on. I was like, I've seen this at Super Arcade. That was more parries than most people get. TSC, isn't this guy Australian? Nice parries. Yeah, I'm lucky to have 2 gaming venues pretty close to me. Well, I'm not that lucky. This is like the kind of place where that would be. Like, short of like, you know, South Korea or Japan, this is the kind of place, I'm like in the place in the world where you'd most likely find that sort of thing. Nice. If you get the last hit slap, you can juggle. I didn't even know this about Q, but his slaps have 3 different angles based on which button you hit. And they all have different frame data too. That's a 1-frame link. Crouch jab links into Super 2. That's really hard to confirm. I like want to live in the middle of nowhere, to be honest. I'm tired of California prices. I want to move to like Fargo, North Dakota. I want to live someplace where it snows and there's no natural disasters and I'm really far away from everything. That's my dream. And it's dirt cheap. North Dakota seems like a good combination of all of these things. Michigan would be equally good. North Dakota's awful. That sounds like Canada. Awful unless you like drinking. North Dakota's probably baby Canada. If the cost of living goes down, I'll probably be making more money. Cost of living is crazy high where I am right now. I want to move to a place where it's cold and they have real weather and no natural disasters. And the cost of living is super low and the pay is super high. There you go. It's my full list. EX Dash Punch for Dizzy? Yeah. Yeah, fast internet would be nice too. Unfortunately, fast internet is really hard compared to all that other stuff. That being said, internet's getting better and better. So if I wait like 10 years, you know, there'll probably be nice options by that point. Right here I get 100 megabytes per second, which is pretty nice. I remember that replay. I remember watching the footage that's from. Cali has low cost of living in some spots, I guess. The sales tax is really high in Cali. Look at, I had that in my Alex video. That exact combo. He's gonna snap and hit her, but it's not gonna matter. I'm a sleepy bath right now. That might trade. It did trade. I don't think Akuma has actual invincibility for that super. And if you hit him early enough, you can hit him out of it. It's fairly easy to hit Ryu out of his super 1 without the super ever coming out. But Akuma, it's much harder. Akuma's super will often still come out. Yeah, see, this Chun-Li's mistake was that you're supposed to do the EX Fireball cancel to the super. He did the EX Fireball and then did the super after. Cute. Oh, he missed the super cancel. He got the negative edged. That was it. He's got the super 1. This makes it a lot harder. Yeah. That's honestly really hard. If memory serves, YSB actually lost all his matches. Even if you can go for those crazy parries, and even if you occasionally get them, it still makes jumping a lot harder. Even if you're fighting the parry god, you're going to be doing really well with that kind of anti option. It's Pino. I wonder what the 7 means. It's his lucky number. The AV is almost certainly his blood type. The Pino might mean something too. They love blood types in Japan. Blood type is like their fucking Myers-Briggs over there. Both literally and culturally. I think O's are more outgoing and B's are more shy. I don't remember. Uh-oh. They've got like these huge elaborate standards for how you behave based on your blood type. And of course it's all bullshit, but people like it. And it's a little bit self-confirming. Self-affirming? Self-fulfilling. I remember this replay, I've seen this one before. It's fantastic. Oh, the stream chat's frozen. Thank you for telling me. Oh, the video ended. I like how I watched all of it. So what am I looking at? I've got 4 left. This one's 5 minutes, that's pretty short. This one's 7, that's pretty short. This one's 8, that's getting uncomfortable. Selected Scene 1 is like the best one, because it has all the clips that he was gathering forever. And then he made the other ones faster. Yeah, this is like ancient footage. Look at it, it's gross. I can't even tell what's going on. 2009 footage. YouTube degradation. Damn, is the chat still broken? There it is. I don't think I can do anything about this. Yeah, 240p is all I got. That brief little clarity during the super freeze. That was perfect. It was on 240, right? Yeah. I could turn it to 144 if you guys want to see 144. It's just going to be an RX compilation. Alright, let's go lower. Oh yeah. One of those smudges looks a little bit like Urian. Oh, he dropped it. Everyone yelled I, but he dropped it. That's Chun-Li only, I think? It might work on Aura too. Point blank universal overhead on crouching opponent into EX mirror. Maybe 240p will look nicer now. I can't tell what changed yet. I don't want to watch these fucking grainy ass Urian combos. We'll watch this one and we'll call it a day. I got work tomorrow. Today. Nice red. They're being kind of loud. I don't like that. I work at Home Depot. Don't judge. Touch of Dizzy? Looks like he got it. Nice spacing, nice timing. Not quite max damage, but pretty close. You can get 2 hard kicks into a bunch of medium kicks. Didn't matter there. I found my phone. The story's gonna get TMI really quickly. I found my phone from fucking forever ago in my drawer while emptying out my house. And I opened it up. And I browsed the pictures. And I found a selfie of a nipple from the girl I dated in college. I found a nipple that she sent me. And I took a picture of it with my other phone, with my current phone. I couldn't send it because I had no SIM card. I was like, I remember this nipple. Damn, you got him again. I kind of want to click that link just to see what it looks like. I noted to that nipple. I don't think I ever saw them in person, but if I asked to, I probably would have. Like, if I asked to, I would have seen them, that is. But I go real slow, if you know what I mean. But I remember one time I texted her, I was like, fucking give me something. Send nudes. And I got a titty. That was a good punish. That titty's special because it was for me. Different from other porn. He did dash super and it didn't. Oh, but he did the. Oh, these drops. That's like the first time a girl's ever been like super duper interested in me. And by that I mean the only time. Oh, that was cool. I forgot that was a thing. You have to burn 2 EXs to do that. The starter is the EX Rekkas, and then you have to do another EX Rekka to get regular Rekkas. Otherwise they're not high enough. Oh. Sad. Why you gotta bully him like that? He's just a fucking shitty ass Alex player. I mean, he's a good player, but Alex is shitty. Why you gotta do him like that? That's kind of hard to do. You need the roll to connect high, or else the super is actually not possible. Yakum was parrying midair there. God damn! These fast shakes. It's like task levels of shaking. Oh, crouching opponent clap combos are so fucking beefy. Hugo crouches for his dizzy animation. He's one of, I think, 2 or 3 characters who does that. I don't remember. That was good as hell. I would have died there. Like, you know, I knew exactly what the Akuma was going to do. I would have died there. Over and over. Got it. That does an ass ton of damage. But fighting like Tatsus is actually not so easy. That's your main KKC setup. That was a pretty easy parry, believe it or not. He was a reset for the first half, so it was blue parry into just 8 parries. Oro has no way to get a jump in from parrying Chun-Li super that I can find, which is unfortunate. If he neutral jumps, Chun-Li goes under him. If he back jumps, he goes too far backward. I didn't try it that hard. Maybe he can do like a jump into a back jump. That might take too long though. The Reds. Pretty fancy. He's got all that meter. He should have done EX chop into super. That would have killed. Oh, it ended. Alright, I'm going to bed. It's sleepy time.